Good morning, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 39 of our Infitech 2 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. So if you recall last episode, we finally got our Thaumium Wand, and since then I have had a lot of fun with it. I've been getting quite a bit of nodes and bringing them back to the base. I think we've got like 6 over there right now already set up with node stabilizers and everything. And then I've got a large aqua. Usually I like to get one of each element, like a large one about 100 V or so, mainly just for decoration, you know, having all 6 placed out. And I did forget to bring my jetpack with me this time, so we are going to be kind of pillaring our way up to this node here. But I figured I'd bring you guys in and get at least one node here on camera. So we'll just surround this really quick. And I've been working on getting everything moved over and kind of set up in our new Thaumcraft area and whatnot as well. And we'll top this with slabs. And then if we just drop down like right here. Let me grab some glass to stand on and make it a little bit easier on us. Alright. And then we'll just right click that. And there we go. We got ourselves a node in a jar. And of course it downsized it to pale. Now I did get really lucky because it, you know, if you're aware, the nodes, there's a very small chance for it to actually come out as what it was initially. Can't remember what all these are. Nope, turn around. There we go. No, I don't want the boat. Oh, maybe I already scanned it. Oh, yeah, that's right. These are all like relatively small or primarily, I believe this one's primarily aqua. Yes, 119. It's actually a little bit better than the one I have, but I'd got that one earlier before I found this. So if you're not aware, generally when you bottle up a node like that, unless you have, I can't remember what mod it is that adds, there's one that adds the ability to actually do a better node in a jar that costs like 125 V, and that one doesn't downgrade the nodes. But generally, whenever you bottle up a node, you are going to get a downgraded version. However, I did get lucky and get one that's actually a bright node that did not downgrade. So I was pretty excited about that, actually. But anyway, I'm going to get back to the base, and I'll bring you guys back once I get back over there. Okay, welcome back. So you'll notice that I have everything kind of moved over. I did attach some mnemonic matrices onto our alchemical construct, just like we've got set up over there. I moved our alchemical furnace set up. We've got some node stabilizers here with a variety of different nodes. I did go ahead and grab, like, this one has Machina, this one has Limus, which we're going to be handling that today. So really quickly, let's go ahead and make another node stabilizer on camera. So we're going to need just 32 Ordo, Terra, and Aqua. That's of course not an issue, especially at this point. Some niter, some gold, blocks of quartz, pistons, and arcane stone blocks. So I do believe, okay, I'm all out of niter. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll just make some more of that. Glowstone with Lux, Ignis, and Potentia. And I do believe we're going to need, I know I've got the Potentia for it, and Ignis. Lux we don't have, but Lux is not an issue to get because we can just throw, of course, some torches in there and get that going. Am I Okay, I'm out of warded jars too, which is fine. Let's make some of those. I will say it's a lot easier now that we have nodes moved over here. So let's get some of these. That worked out perfectly, actually. The amount of glass that I had on me. Get that crafted. Okay. I haven't moved over our armor stand yet. That's like one of the only things that I haven't moved over just yet. But I'll get that fairly soon. Alright, so we are good on all the aspects. So let's run over, let's grab some glowstone and our pistons and blocks of quartz and all that stuff. And let me actually grab some smooth stone as well, because we're going to need some of that. Okay. So, I feel like up till now, you know, we haven't really got to do a ton of Thaumcraft. I mean, it's been a while, really, since we spent much time on Thaumcraft at all. So, let's see. Let's see. There we go. There's pistons. I knew I had some lying around here. And let's get our glowstone and our blocks of quartz. 5 of that. And then we're also going to need, oops, the blocks of quartz and the gold, which are not an issue. Well, I'll tell you what, that Certus quartz, I know I've got some, I mean nether quartz, not Certus quartz. And I can't recall, we can turn, no, we can't turn that over. We cannot do that. So, I think the best way to do it would be in the autoclave. I should think, right? No? Can we not? Okay, give me 1 second to work through here and figure out. Okay, yeah, it would be the autoclave. That's what I was thinking. So we'll get that just really quickly put together. We don't need a ton of it, really. And we'll go ahead and grab what I have left. Oh, we have, I was looking at the Certus quartz. We've got plenty of this. I'm sorry. Okay. So then we just have to put it into the compressor, which I believe, no, compressor's over here. We're going to have to update all these machines fairly soon, I'd say. Which, I mean, this base doesn't, I don't feel like has to be as built up as the work area over there. Because we're kind of moving away from using this as much as we have been in the past. But I'd still like to kind of update it as we go. Maybe move some of the machines that were over there over to here or something. Perhaps. And I believe these just take, yeah, just a shard. That's not a problem. We've got those over in the Thaumcraft area. So let's get this crafted up. And I'm thinking, I mean, at this point, at first, crafting the node stabilizers honestly kind of sucked. But at this point, it's really not as bad. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I need the stone blocks first. Actually, grab a few of these. Oops. But crafting them at first was honestly kind of terrible. But as I've, you know, got more nodes and stuff moved over here, it's really not an issue anymore to craft this stuff out, because of course we can just get V fairly easy. So that. and then these. Okay, then we just need the niter, which we'll just throw. Oh yeah, I was making some thaumium earlier. So Potentia, Ignis, and Lux. Okay. Oh yeah, I had these jars right here. I don't know what I was thinking. My bad. Oops. There we go. And attach our Potentia onto there. Oops. And there we go. So we got ourselves some niter. Get this crafted. This is not right. Okay. Maybe like this. No. What am I doing wrong? Oh, that's right. We need these to be bricks. Duh. Okay. Kind of got ahead of myself there. Alright. And we'll get this. Our first node staple. Or, well, first one on camera. Okay. So we'll throw that down. And the way these work is then you can just take your node in a jar, throw it on top, right click it, and it's going to break it. And it's going to surround it with this this like orb. And what it does, you can apply redstone and drop this barrier, but if you have nodes too close to each other and they're not kind of walled in like that, they are going to feed off of each other, which we will get into feeding a node later on, but for right now we just we really want just some nodes set up to charge our wand with. So the next thing that we're going to do this episode is actually make a wand recharge pedestal. And what this does is it allows us to, of course, set our wand just onto a pedestal, and it's just going to automatically recharge instead of us having to run around and fill this up manually, because doing this stuff manually is no fun at all. And now I want Terra. There we go. And we'll get just a little bit of V in here. And so the first thing that we're going to want is, of course, this arcane pedestal. Oh, you know what? I forgot about diamonds. Luckily, we can turn industrial diamonds into standard diamonds. So I can just get some crafted in a second. We've got gold. We are going to need this primal charm, which is one of each shard, 2 pieces of gold, and then a balance shard. So air, fire, water, earth, order, and entropy. Air, fire, water, earth, order. I don't have... Oh, there they are. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, I think I've got all the shards over here. I mean, I know I've got some in the metal area, like storage area over there. But I knew I should have all of them over here. So there we go, we got ourselves a primal charm. And then we're also going to want just an arcane pedestal, which is just the arcane stone. Fairly simple to make. Wait, let me check something here. I believe there's another... I remember there was another way to make these. Let me double check. Okay. In the lathe, you can get 1 for 1. So definitely a lot better output. And you'll get some of that stone dust as well. You know what? I forgot the actual blocks. Forgot I'd put them up. Okay. Let me grab these. Because I remember, I can't recall who it was, but somebody commented a while back when I was making those arcane stone blocks. Of course, it's been a while. I mean, it was back when we first set up our arcane infusion setup, and they were like, "Oh, you can make those pedestals in the lathe, like for one block." Is like, "Oh man," because we were, of course, we were dishing out a lot of V at the time to get all those pedestals made. So there we go, and small pile of stone dust. All right, so I'm gonna get some diamonds crafted up, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, welcome back. So now we should be good to get this crafted. So we'll set our diamonds there. Oh, we got clue to a new research. Let's see what it is. By the way, I forgot to mention that if you have a primal charm, be sure and carry it around for a little bit. Because you will eventually get a pop-up for new research. I don't recall what it is, though, honestly. What the new research is. That's what I want right there. So that's so bad. You guys have no idea. Because, you know, we're still kind of just scrounging for armor. And being able to get like the really good Thaumcraft armor is going to be nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay. Well, anyway, figure it out later. So, now that we've got that, let's throw... Oh, wait. This is Arcane Infusion, isn't it? Not Wandcrafted. Yeah. Okay. So, let's get this stuff set up. And we may have to cook up some aspects. I'm not for sure if we've got all of that on hand at the moment. We'll see. And actually, I'll tell you what, before we craft this, we're going to make one other item that is very, very, very handy. I was doing some research today, and got a bit of stuff researched that, you know, we can definitely use. So to craft this, we're just going to need a couple things here. It's actually from Witching Gadgets, and it's the Arcane Abacus. So we're just going to need some sticks, lapis, rose red, and some green dye, which we should have all of that around here. Let's see. I may have to actually cook up a cactus, but as you know, we have a ton of cacti. Where's our poppies at? No, we've got cactus green. Cool. And the poppies. I don't know, we've got some. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sorry about that. And then some sticks. And then we just need some lapis. Okay. All right. I need to set up some Melissa's doors sensors on the doors. I've been meaning to do that for a while, and then we ended up moving out of the original base and everything. So we'll go red, blue, green. Oops. Okay. Red, blue, green. Then sticks. And get this. Alright. So now what this does is, let's say we go over here. I can right click on this, and primal aspects within this node: air, terra, ignis, aqua, ordo, and perdito. But if I came over, for example, to this Limus one, you could see that it's got 32 air, 40 terra, and 80 aqua, 20 Perdito. So basically this tells us these like compound aspects like this one, 76 air, 114 terra, 38 ignis, 145 aqua, 144 ordo, 38 Perdito. So this one is actually extremely powerful. Of course, it has those compound aspects, and it's just going to tell us how much of each primal is within those compound aspects. Another thing that you can do with this, it pretty much simplifies your life by making a lot of the calculations within Thaumcraft, able to look at these at a glance. Right here, we say that the total stability booster is 12, instability is 3. So, wow, that seems low to me. But I think it's out of a scale of 15, if I recall. And each of these do like 0.1 or something. So overall, we've got a pretty stable infusion altar. And it's just a really handy tool to have, I feel like. Especially when you start messing with those compound aspects on the node and whatnot. So let's see, to get this, we're going to need 10 Aurum, 15 Permutatio, and 15 Percantio. I do believe we've got the Percantio, yes. We've got the Aurum, yes. Permutatio is the only thing I don't believe I've got any of that cooked up. Go ahead and take this too. And this, and this. I know we drained a lot. I should have checked in here before I made those water jars, but it's not like you can really have too many water jars in Thaumcraft. Alright, so Permutatio, I'm pretty sure we don't have any of that. Nope. Okay, so let's... Okay, welcome back. I decided to just cook up copper to get our Permutatio. So let's go ahead and grab a bit of this. I'm going to set this lux down, actually. Okay. And we should be all set to get this crafted now. So let's get this running. It's going to grab all of that. And I believe it's a minor stability one, so it's not too bad. And it should only take a second. And it should start grabbing the items now. There we go. Alright. And there's our wand recharge pedestal. So the way this works is we can just bring this over here. I think we're going to set it down right here. I think that would be alright. It should be able to draw from each of them. We can set that down. It's going to pull V from all the nodes around it to fill our wand up for us automatically and fairly fast, honestly. Yeah, it should grab from that node as well, I should think. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's grabbing from all of them. So we are all set on that. The next thing that I want to make is going to be this compound recharge focus. So what this is going to allow us to do is these compound aspects here, like the Limus and the Machina, it's going to be able to draw from those compound aspects and get that V that we saw that was present with the Abacus. So to get this, we're going to need more Permutatio, Ordo, and Percantio, which isn't an issue. I think we've already got that. 4 V filters, and then just a redstone comparator. So, let's see. I do believe... Let's just empty that. I know I don't need as much as we have. Okay. Let's see. We've got 5 Permutatio, and we're going to need, what was it, 10. Percantio's low as well. Ordo we're good on. We are all set on Ordo. Quarto is really never an issue for us either, because you know, we've always got those that farm set up over there for it. Okay, so we're gonna need some V filters, 4 of these, gold plates, silverwood planks. Okay, and I think fairly soon it might be advantageous to us to craft some arcane bellows as well, just to speed some things up with it. But let's see, we're gonna need 8 plates. Okay. And shoot, you know what? Okay, give me 1 second to get this stuff together, because I'm gonna have to go over there. I forgot I need to craft a new circuit actually. But yeah, give me just a second to get all this stuff crafted, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, welcome back. So we should be all set now. Let's get these crafted. Oops. That. And then we just need 4 earth shards. And these. So we'll do that, that, and that. And then our V filters. Our comparator. And then we just need the rest of our essence, which is right there. Nope, don't want none of that. Okay, that's got a lot of cooking out to do. But that's fine, we have enough Percantio and Permutatio now, so we should be all set to get this crafted if I don't forget my wand. Okay. Dun dun dun. Now this shouldn't take too long once it runs through all this essence. And then I feel like we're getting a decent ways into Thaumcraft now. I do actually kind of want the equal trade focus. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm going to continue doing research. I just started running out of aspects, honestly. But going out and getting all these nodes does help a ton, because you're going to get a lot of primals from that. But anyway, now that we have our compound charge focus, we can put this on the top there, and now we will be able to draw from... Yeah. It didn't. I guess it didn't need any of that, but we will now be able to draw from that Limus and that Machina. Which it's actually worth grabbing these kind of nodes, because if you notice, this has an absolute ton of aspects in it. Thanks to the Machina, there's a lot there. So honestly, these two are probably, well, more so this one. This one is by far probably the best one for charging, because it has a bit of everything in it. But the last thing that I want to make this episode is another kind of helpful thing from Witching Gadgets, and it's this guiding thread. We're going to need an Ender Pearl, 3 pieces of yarn, and a Great Wood Log, Arcane Infusion. So let's get that stuff together really quickly. It's all fairly easy. And we're also going to need some Iter, Instrumentum, and Cognito, which shouldn't be too bad for us to get either. So, the Ender Pearl, Yarn, Great Wood, none of that's bad. Alright. And I'll have to see. I'm not sure how much of those essence or those essentia that we have. I'm pretty sure we've still got some iter, I think. You know what I should do? I should just grab these and take them over there, because we're always going to be using them with our magic stuff for the most part. Also worth mentioning, when I went over there to the other base to get those plates made, I did notice that the machines weren't running. That's why I have this battery, by the way. I just grabbed the medium battery. So we've got a slight issue. We've ran out of steam in the storage tank. So I think we're going to end up setting up a solid fueled boiler, because we've honestly got the resources to handle that. Like the amount of coal and stuff coming in, because it was capped the other day and I had to expand the barrel. So, you know, we might as well upgrade that, I should think. Why can't we click on those? That would make it so nice. Okay, let's see. So we're going to need Cognito, which is just paper, that's fine. And then Instrumentum, which is, we'll go with flint, I should think. Yes. Yes, we're going to go with flint. Okay. So let's grab that stuff. I'm going to get this cooked up, because I know it does take a minute. And get that yarn crafted and everything. And then I'll be back in just a second, and we'll check out the item. Okay, welcome back. I do think I'm going to do a little bit of reorganizing and set up our alchemical furnace up, like right over here. And maybe remove this wall and have it open. That way it's a little bit quicker to move the essentia over to this. But anyway, so we've got everything crafted up. Let's double check here. The great wood goes in the middle. Okay. And we've got Cognito and Instrumentum. And we've already got the iter in here. Okay, so we'll do yarn like here, 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 and here. And then the great wood, and there we go. Fairly easy to craft, and honestly very much worth it. As you'll notice here in a second. I was about to say, what's going on? Why is it not getting essentia? Okay. And the reason I want to craft this is because whenever I mine, I generally go caving. Just because I've noticed that with this pack, it just seems to be the easier method to that. But the way this works is, you know, we can activate this, and it will leave a trail of the route that we traveled. So we can see, you know, where we came from and everything. It's very, very handy for backtracking your steps. So, and of course you can only see it if you're holding this, and if we want to, we can right click it and it's going to stop. You notice it's not making the trail behind me again. If I right click it again, it's going to pick up from where we left off, and so on. So it's really, really handy. And then what you can do is you can shift right click and remove like its memory, so that it's going to remove all that stuff, and you can make a new set of trails. And the reason I want that is because it has happened quite a few times that I'll go down there in the caves and kind of get lost for a little while and just kind of have to wander about until I find my way back out. I know it's kind of a noobish thing to do, but it does happen from time to time, just because of the sheer amount of caving that I tend to do whenever it comes to looking for specific types of resources. Now, admittedly, I don't heavily mine in this pack just yet because of the simple fact that ore processing is somewhat of a pain, but hopefully we're going to rectify that before too long. But anyway, I think I'm going to end the episode out there. I feel like we got some really nice gadgets and stuff, and charging our wand up is so easy now that now we can actually start expanding on our Thaumcraft setup a bit more, I think. Which I'll work on that off camera. Next episode, though, we'll probably dive back into tech. You know, I don't want to just spend a ton of time on magic, simply because we did unlock a lot of tech stuff to work on as well. So, I imagine we're probably going to be working on the vacuum freezer and maybe get some can thaw, which would be kind of nice to do. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode out there. As always, if you guys enjoyed this, please comment, like, subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated. And until next episode, do take care, and I hope to see you guys then.